a single run. The next match, and we have the toss with the captains on the sidelines. Let's see who gets the coin on his side.
Toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy, match number 26 of the SkyExchange.net presents fan code Oman D10. It's a match between two sides who found the going very tough in this particular tournament. They're still to register their first points. This is a chance. I have the captain of the home side, Darsait Titans. He's a stand-in skipper, Ubaidullah. I have the captain of Khuwair Warriors, again a stand-in skipper there, Muzahir Raza, and between them, Sagir, who will adjudicate the toss. Home side, Ubaidullah, Darsait Titans, you'll be flipping the coin. Muzahir, you'll be calling. Khanjar is the call. Khanjar it is. Muzahir, you can come this side. What have you decided and why?
We have decided to bat first because I think the pitch looks quite flat, and we got a one place and change. Danish goes out and Sajid comes in. Sajid.
What's the reason that you have not been able to win a single game in this particular competition?
It's a new format, as I said before. So we are looking forward to it. It's kind of hard for us because our combination doesn't set well. So this time we're looking forward for the first one.
Coming back to your performance, has it been a great learning curve for you?
It is. I'm young and I'm learning every day. Every day is a new day, so you got to learn from every day. It's just a past. Now it's present, so it doesn't matter much.
Right. Good luck and all the very best, Muzahir.
Thank you.
Ubaidullah, आ जाइए आपसे बात कर ले. आप क्या करते अगर आप टॉस जीतते?
हम भी अगर टॉस जीते तो ज़ाहिर के बैटिंग ही करते हम लोग पहले, बट नॉट इन आवर हैंड, तो बॉलिंग के लिए जाएंगे हम लोग.
फाइनलिस्ट इन D20, D10 में क्या हो गया?
हाँ, जैसे ये कहा था कि हमारी जो बैड लग रही है, परफॉर्मेंस आ रही है बट एज अ टीम नहीं आ रही, तो हम दोनों टीम जो है कोई मैच नहीं जीते, बस हम एज अ फाइनल ले रहे हैं इस मैच को, तो देखते हैं इंशाल्लाह अच्छा मैच होगा.
चेंजेस आपके प्लेइंग 11 में?
चेंज हमारा क्षेत्र है, सचिन बाहर है.
Good luck, Ubaidullah. All the very best.
Thank you.
All right, so the news from here is that Khuwair Warriors have won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Right, so the news looks good for Khuwair Warriors and Darsait Titans. Khuwair Warriors won the toss and elected to bat first. And Darsait Titans, both these teams are out of the tournament. It's only a matter of pride now. Battle for pride, if I may add. The two umpires walking out in the middle, Sagir and Mujahid, are the two umpires for this game. Darsait Titans and Khuwair Warriors have had the same fate in this edition of Fan Code D10. They haven't got the combination right, and even if they have, the players have not come up and performed to their potential.
Quite true, Shoaib. They have been scratchy. This is a new format, but it's a new format for all the players, all the teams. This is the inaugural edition of SkyExchange.net. Fan code presents Oman D10. They would be looking for their first win, consolation win for one of the teams.
Well, at least one of the teams will get a win here, that's for sure. As the two openers walk out for Khuwair Warriors. Zishan Siddiqui, the senior member in that squad, he too hasn't fired the way he's supposed to. He had a great run in the D20 format, but he hasn't come up and performed to his potential in this D10.
Yes, indeed. The senior pros, Said Amir Ali, had sparks of brilliance. Zishan Siddiqui also not firing. Azam Ali joining Zishan Siddiqui. So youth and experience on both ends. Experience in Zishan Siddiqui. Youth in Azam. Azam Ali, the left-handed batter, showed his potential, displaying some good strokes, some over the ground, some boundaries. Zishan Siddiqui to face the first ball of the match. Cuts it fine, and those are 4 runs. A fine boundary to start the innings from Jishan Siddiqui. Plays a nice looking cut shot of the first ball.
Well, struggle continues for Sachin Kumar Jagra. That ball was outside off, and Zishan Siddiqui cuts it and cuts it hard. Gets 4 and a grand way to open your account. Start the proceedings. 4 matches, 40 runs, 181 strike rate for Zishan Siddiqui.
Sachin this time again pitched. Hit hard but straight to the fielder there. Jishan Siddiqui doing the needful. Batters run for a single. No. The single was denied. That's good fielding there. Sachin Kumar Jagra picked up 3 wickets in the 7 matches with an economy of 11.55. So he has been going for some runs.
Yes, he has been on the expensive side. That's a much better length. Yes, you can't cut that delivery. You can't drive that delivery. And that's why it's called a good length delivery.
Absolutely. A good comeback after conceding a boundary of the very first ball. So 4 of the first 3 balls. This is the field setting for Sachin Kumar Jagra. Right arm medium pacer.
Steps down, plays it up and over the extra cover region. That's gone the distance. And that is a shot that will make a lot of people proud, especially in the Khuwair Warriors camp. Stepping down, taking the attack to the opposition, and Khuwair Warriors have started off really well in this format, in this game. Courtesy, some brilliant hitting from the bat of Zishan Siddiqui.
Yeah, that was a very good inside-out shot. Came to the pitch and then drove it handsomely over the players for a good maximum.
That's gone a long way, and you need somebody out there to get the ball back in the field of play. Finally, they find it. Zishan Maqsood has gone himself to get the ball.
Yes, Jishan doing a bit of searching there. Helped by 2 volunteers. Sachin proving a bit expensive. Already conceded 10 runs. 2 more balls to go.
ITW Prod G production. They're the broadcasters for this wonderful tournament. Stepping down again, Zishan Siddiqui goes for that run. A very, very tricky run there. Could be dangerous. But in the end, he makes it. 1 more run added to the total.
Yeah, Jishan is looking good. Going for a shot too many. Doesn't connect it well. Ball falls short of Ubaidullah. Good shy at the stumps. A single added to Khuwair Warriors, who are off to a decent start. Already picked up 11 runs. Wanted to play a drive. Couldn't play it properly. Got an edge. 1 more run. End of over number 1. Khuwair Warriors are 12 for no loss.
Right, so let's quickly check the playing 11 for both the teams. We'll give you a rundown. Khuwair Warriors, it's Aditya Parag, Arjun Suresh Thiman, Azam Ali, Bilal Asim, Kutti Raja, Mukeet Ahmed, Muzahir Raza, Sajid Ahmed, Sean Novak, Syed Amir Kaleem and Zishan Siddiqui.
Darsait Titans, Amanpreet Singh Sira, Arjun Rajesh Kumar, Chitrajesh Thanki, Chaminder Lakmal, Ikram Sadat, Joshin Vincent, Khawar Ali, Khurram Khan, Sachin Kumar Jagra will bowl the first over, Sultan Ahmed and Ubaidullah. Ubaidullah coming to bowl the second over of the match.
Well, first ball has been flicked off the pads and runs continue to come in the form of boundaries for Khuwair Warriors. They've got to a good start and they want to keep that start going into the innings as well. Azam starts off from the pads and gets 4 vital runs for his team.
Yes, they had picked up few boundaries in the opening over. The run continues here. Azam flicking it fine for 4 more runs, 16 after 7 deliveries.
Stepping down again, the inside edge and similar result. Not from the middle of the bat. Much better delivery from Ubaid, but unlucky on that occasion. Azam still managing to get boundaries and he's in good form. Played a very important, vital innings for Khuwair Warriors in the previous game and he continues that flow of runs in this game as well.
Yes, runs continue to flow here. Thick and fast. Khuwair Warriors racing to 20 of 8 deliveries. Lucky edges getting runs, good drives getting runs, some audacious hits getting maximum. So good cricket from Khuwair Warriors opening batters, Jishan Siddiqui and Azam Ali.
Another good delivery, this time on the back foot. Azam and plays it sensibly. This is good batting. He knows, he realizes he's got runs on the board and it is important for him to perform for his individual performance as well and for Khuwair Warriors. Sensible batting, takes a single, gets off the strike.
He also understands that he has a senior pro in Jishan Siddiqui who has been nicking the ball, meddling the ball very well. Beautiful side pigeon on the top of the lights. Those floodlights will illuminate later in the evening, making it a very picturesque Oman Cricket Academy ground. This time he goes for a big one. Has he connected it well? Or it goes straight to the fielder and it's dropped. Oh my goodness. Jishan Maqsood here drops a sitter. Could you believe it? The ball was up in the sky for quite a long time. Goes high. He gets under the ball and then I don't know what has happened.
Well, clueless. Sometimes your words fail you. Jishan Siddiqui dropping a catch. Don't know what to say. Meanwhile, Ubaid, definitely his shoulders are down. His body language is down. His star player, Jishan Maqsood, has dropped a catch. The last person you would expect to drop a catch is Jishan Maqsood, but he's done that. And Ubaid is not a happy man.
Maqsood has picked up some of the best catches. Crowd coming in, though it's a weekday, but you see families, children coming over here and cheering the cricket fans. That's a good ball from Ubaidullah. Azam Ali plays and misses it. Ubaidullah has been unlucky. He has conceded a couple of inside edges. And the locals here who love football, that's the #1 game in Oman. An evening regular game being played on the outskirts of the academy grounds. This time he goes straight, clean hit, and that's a boundary.
We'll have to wait and watch for the umpire's signal, but for sure, runs coming in thick and fast for Khuwair Warriors. Yes, they have not been able to win games, but they have shown the intent in the last few. Azam being one of the players who has contributed with the bat and continues to do so. End of the over with that boundary. 2 overs gone, 27 for no loss.
Bowler coming right arm over. One bowler ready. Come out. Get out. Left. इधर 4 लेनी.
2 overs 27 for no loss. A good start, and that brings Ikram Sadat on strike on the bowling. In fact, 6 matches, 5 wickets for him. Economy of 9.88. He's got the knack of taking wickets.
Yes, he has picked up few crucial wickets in the previous matches. Also a decent economy. Jishan Siddiqui meddling the ball well. Will face Ikram Sadat. Third over into play. Dances down the pitch and once again is lucky not to have chopped it on his wickets. A single run. Fielding for Ikram, you have 2 fielders on the leg side. Long off and long on in play. Azam facing Ikram. That's a good ball and a good shout. Empire Muzaid not interested. That's good bowling from Ikram. Loud appeal. Azam going front foot to smother the spin. There's no spin actually, but playing a defensive shot. Good shout.
That is a good start from Ikram. Yes, very, very close. The only thing that can save him is the pitching of that ball. Looked like it pitched outside leg. Shuffles and sweeps it. But there is protection in the deep. Will only be a single. Khuwair Warriors will try to continue the momentum that they've got. And while you have Zishan Siddiqui out there in the middle, you can expect Azam and Zishan both to take the attacking route.
Indeed. Azam Ali would be looking to go for some big hits. This time wanted, came down the pitch, but Ikram was quick enough to pull the length shot. A misfield, through couple of runs.
4 balls, 4 runs conceded by Ikram. That's a good start, because as of now it was all Khuwair Warriors, but Ikram Sadat has managed to slow things down in favor of Darsait Titans. Slower delivery, played nicely, backward square leg, fielder has no chance, and that was placed very well, waited for that ball and got 4 runs.
I think the key was he waited for the ball and he read the ball well. It was short ball and dispatched handsomely for 4 runs.
Azam has looked like a very compact player, a typical left-handed batsman, very gracious with his shots, very pleasing to the eye, a very stylish player as well. Gets another single to end the over. 3 overs gone, a very good over in the context of the game from Ikram. 35 for no loss, Khuwair Warriors.
Oman's assistant coach enjoying matches on both the grounds. You have the Gulf Women's Championship being played on the adjacent ground. Oman D10 on turf 1. Joshin Vincent, right arm medium fast, had a forgettable outing last evening.
Yes, Joshin Vincent will start the proceedings from the Oman tail end, as we see spectators coming in with families. Oh, that's a good shot. Azam waited for it. He knew that it's going to be a fuller delivery. They play a lot of cricket against each other, so they know the strengths and weaknesses, what the other player is thinking. And right now, it is Azam Khan who's outfoxing the bowler. He played that lap shot to full effect, and he's got 4 more.
This was incredible shot. He read the bowler's intention quickly, took his position and played it perfectly. Perfect execution. These shots need perfect execution, and this was one such example.
Azam is looking so good. He's impressed us with his batting skills. He got an opportunity in the later part of the innings, a later part of the tournament, but he's definitely doing well for himself and for Khuwair Warriors as well. That's a good ball. Joshin pulls his length back. Equally well played by Azam.
Good comeback from Joshin. Smart cricket. Knew that Azam is going for his shots. Pulled his length. That's the field for Joshin Vincent. For deep cover, a long off. And in the leg side we have
deep square leg. Oh, going for that scoop yet again. This is a much better ball from Joshin. Bowling it away from Azam. And that's a rare dot ball.
Yeah, as I said before, execution is the conclusion of these shots. These cheeky shots get you boundaries, but at times you can lose your wickets. Joshin Vincent. Bowling is gentle medium.
He's played that high up in the air, hasn't timed it too well. Joshin Vincent gets his man. It's Azam who's lost his wicket, wanted to go for a big hit, but found the fielder at deep mid-wicket. In fact, it was mid-wicket on the 30-yard circle. Chaminda Lakmal takes a good catch, and that's the end of a very, very impressive knock from Azam.
Yes, indeed. A good knock comes to an end. Wanted to play big, but couldn't connect it well. Lakmal picking up a good catch inside the circle. That's the end of Azam's innings. Made 26 of 14, included 5 boundaries with a strike rate of 185. Is to go back into the dugout. Khuwair Warriors 41 for 1.
बड़े कोई सीधा राह नु ला नु स्पिन करन दे पुठे मच्छर देन लगे ओनु पास नु स्पिन ओने 2-4 ओने ओनु मार सकदा उस स्पिनर नु नहीं मार सकदा स्पिनर कोई भी ला दे पावे पास पावे नहीं बजनी है अन्य छाड़ बस हां स्पिनर डाल चाली चाली होया स्कोर चाली
Regular skipper Saeed Amir Kaleem joining his senior pro contemporary Jishan Siddiqui and Saeed Amir Kaleem have played a lot of cricket together. Khuwair Warriors 41 for 1. They would be looking to consolidate on the good start they have made. Courtesy Azam, who had to depart, falling to a catch of Joshin Vincent, who continues his bowling. Good ball again. Just a single. Jishan Siddiqui gets one more run on the board. Khuwair Warriors 42 for 1.
Well, Darsait Titans have shown a lot of faith in their youngsters, and they've given them the opportunities. Yes, they haven't qualified, and that is one of the reasons why they have been able to give these chances to their youngsters, and Joshin is one of them. He's definitely made a mark today. Sayyid Amir Kaleem, the experienced campaigner for Khuwair Warriors, has come out to bat. 7 matches, 79 runs, a strike rate of 127. Amir Kaleem has been floating in that batting order. We saw him come down the order in the previous game. Now he comes back at number 3. He also opened the innings for Khuwair Warriors.
Yes, he has. He has switched his batting order quite a few number of times. This is a good ball again from Joshin. Saeed Amir Kaleem just manages to dig that full toss and scampers for a single. 43 for 1 after 4 overs.
Covering leg. Hey. Aman जाना बेटा. ये बॉलर नंबर 12.
Jishan Maksud comes into the attack. The experienced spinner.
Left arm over to you.
Loves to bowl quite flatter, faster. He has opted for quite a bit of bowling spells, sometimes bowling medium fast, sometimes bowling a spin. He's picked up 2 wickets in 5 matches with a very heavy average of 17.3.
Well, that stat read left arm orthodox spinner, but he hasn't been bowling left arm orthodox. That needs to change. They're taking a run, 2 runs taken. Zishan Maksud has been bowling seam up all throughout the tournament, but today he's come back to his regular off spin, regular left arm orthodox spinner. And first ball, he's bowled a full toss.
That's a loosener. Maybe he has been rusty with a spinning arm after bowling those gentle medium. This time Saeed Amir Kaleem gets it on the slot and hammers it over the boundary, but almost had the fielder get him out. Amanpreet making a good attempt, unable to keep it inside, and that's 6 runs.
Well, Amanpreet Singh Sira is a good fielder, but on that occasion he's grasped it. You expect him to take those catches. He's set high standards for himself, but on that occasion he drops it. A dot ball from Zishan. This time it was outside off. That's the line and length he would be focusing on, especially with the left-handed Amir Kaleem on strike.
Yes, that he would be eyeing in the same slot, same area. This time a full toss and it's been given the due treatment. This time a much cleaner 6. This time Amanpreet had no chance.
Well, a full toss was asking to be hit. The last time Amanpreet got some hands onto it, but on that occasion there was no chance whatsoever. Cleared him by some distance, and that's poor bowling from Zishan.
Yeah, this time he tried but had no chance. A better delivery from Jishan Maksud. Amir Kaleem takes single. This is a right-left combination.
Always a challenge for the bowler to be bowling at a left-hand, right-hand combination. He's been expensive, Zishan. 15 runs already. 5 balls bowled, 1 more ball to go, and Zishan Maksud to Zishan Siddiqui. Steps down, and a quicker delivery from Zishan will only be a single to end the over. 5 overs gone. With that single, Khuwair Warriors will be in 59 for 1.
Azam Ali, the opener, back in the dugout for 14 ball 26. Jishan Siddiqui batting on 16. Saeed Amir Kaleem also on 16. 2 not-out batsmen on 16 each. 59 for 1 Khuwair Warriors. Joshin Vincent to continue, and we have a change here. Mikhail Waswani joining me. Very good evening, Mikhail.
Good evening, Ashok. Good evening to all of viewers as well tuning into a live broadcast coming to you from the Oman Cricket Academy. It's an ITW Prod G production. These pictures coming live into your drawing room. 5 overs, 59 for 1. And that's what Zishan Siddiqui can do when he starts taking off. He can play deliveries outside off towards the mid-wicket region.
Yes, he shuffled well in advance, knowing that he expected the ball to come that side of the wicket. Picks up a single. Good batting so far from Zishan Siddiqui. Experience. This is a ITW Prod G production. We are coming live from the picturesque Oman Cricket Academy ground in Amerat, outskirts of Muscat, the capital of Oman.
It's been 8 days of exhilarating cricket here. 25 matches. We've seen it all. Oh my God, that was straying and spraying down the leg side. Joshin may have got a wicket, but he's still not been able to find that right line at the moment. It's a match between two teams who've still not registered their first points. Finally, Ashok, one of them will be on that slate with 2 points, and the other will be 7 matches, 7 losses and 0 points.
Something they won't like. Any of the teams would like to end at least with a flourish, with some pride. They would like to go with their heads out, go out with the heads high, apologies. And Khuwair Warriors looking good for a big total here. Already scored 60. Joshin Vincent. This time again on the leg side.
Did he get some pad on that? Sagir believes that it brushed the pads on the way to the wicketkeeper. Amir Kaleem is not at all impressed with that decision. We'll just have a look at it once again. Straying down the leg side. That does not look like it brushed any part of that pad. But
Umpire's call
is the final call.
Exactly. So lucky escape for Joshin Vincent. Lucky escape for Darsait Titans. Dot ball. This time again on the leg stump. Hits him on this pad, but they run for a single. Looking for a second. Leg by signalled by umpire Sagir. One more added to the total.
Amir is still having a chat with umpire Sagir there. Still getting behind him about the previous ball. Let's move on from that, says Sagir. Need to get back live to action. But it's been a fine batting effort here by Khuwair. They have not been known for their batting hits in this particular fixture of the D10. They have struggled at the top. They have not been able to finish games. Their batting has crumbled under pressure. But they are showing some resistance in the middle tonight.
Yeah, much better display this time. But this time, Zishan Siddiqui had no clue. And there's a run-out chance. Zishan Siddiqui coming down, missed the ball completely. The ball was on the follow-through of Joshin Vincent, who was smart enough to pick up the ball and throw at the stumps. Had a shy, but missed it.
I'll tell you what, a comedy of errors here. Firstly, Zishan wasn't aware where the ball had gone. He took off. He didn't know where it was going. And now, Joshin, all he had to do was underarm throw, basics. He went for glory, he went for the aim. And Zishan Siddiqui is just living a very lucky life in the middle over there. He was gone.
Charmed life. Survived there. Lucky to be there at the crease. What does he do with the escape? Goes for an inside out and punishes him. That's adding salt to the wounds.
I'll tell you what, he's constructed that 6. He's backed out, exposed his 3 stumps. Joshin is not a quick bowler, but he's had to bring a lot of bat underneath that. 6 gone, it's 67 for 1. We'll take a look at that for confirmation if that was a 6 or a 4. It looked 6 from the time it got bat. And is it sailing? Not. Oh yes, very easily. That has crossed the ropes. Finally a confirmation from Sagir. Once again he plays the same shot. This time more bat on that. And that's been pummeled as well. Over backward point. Zishan Siddiqui was given a life by Joshin. And Siddiqui then ensuring that he punishes him in back-to-back deliveries. 12 and 2 for him. And Khuwair Warriors are finding a move on in this innings of theirs. 6 gone, it's 73 for 3.
आपे करा लेना
Speed up, captain. Speed up, please. Quick, quick. Captain. Captain, -5. Quick, speed up, please. Quick, please, captain. 5 minutes behind. Right now, changing ball in 19. 1-9.
Fans there coming to enjoy evening of cricket. Brought some savories along with them. Cricket and snacks.
Right arm, 4 to you.
Looks to be popcorn.
Yeah, and they're watching a movie in the middle, and the protagonists of Khuwair Warriors, Kalim and Zidgi, are having a wonderful time. They're supporters of Khuwair Warriors, by the way. I've seen them every time Khuwair has been in the middle. Ubaidullah, the stand-in skipper today, can he take his team through and give them that first win as well, that elusive win?
He has already picked up 8 wickets so far. Slow ball, rolled his arm. Amir Kalim misses it. Good ball to start the over.
Covering center.
Ubaidullah, one of the leading wicket takers in the tournament so far. The highest wicket takers are with 9 wickets each. He's already picked up 8.
Tossed up this time. Has he got enough bat on it? Yes, he has, and cleared it in fine style. Finally, Amir Kalim breaks the shackles. He's been trying, but he's not been able to clear the ropes. This time it was in the slot, and all he had to do was just go with the extension of the arms over the bowler's head.
Yes, got it in the slot, and that's absolutely a lovely shot to see. What a mighty 6. Straight into the side screen. Fantastic hitting there by Saeed Amir Kalim. Took a leaf out of Jishan Siddiqui. 6s.
Pressure on Ubaid. Conceded a 6 of his second delivery. Both batters looking good at the moment. Once again, goes for glory. Has not quite connected it. Will fall short, or rather fall in between both the fielders. Oh, a direct hit as well would have kept the fielders interested in an appeal. All happening here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Amanpreet is a very fine fielder, let me tell you. Keep him inside the 30-yard circle or at the ropes. He will always produce brilliance with the ball.
Again, there was a bit of a confusion there. The ball stood high for a long time, and then with 2 players converging, there was always going to be confusion. Good throw from Amanpreet, despite not being able to reach the ball.
Ashok, that was always Amanpreet's catch, because Ikram Sadat had to run backwards and it was never going to be easy. And for somebody charging into the catch, I always feel the percentage of taking it was higher.
Indeed, but there's always a confusion when you see the other teammate coming, converging. This is a slow ball, back to the extra cover region. Just a single. So when you find a player also coming along and there's not a proper call, there's obviously going to be some hesitation from the player who's coming to catch.
Oh yes, and even if you see him from the corner of your eye or in that frame while taking that catch, it just creates a little bit of doubt, and it just ends up being a little bit of a deterrent
Exactly.
in the whole process.
Amanpreet has picked up some brilliant catches. And this is a wide ball. Ubaidullah not happy with the call.
The umpire trying to tell Ubaid he only gave the charge, he didn't shuffle for it to be called wide. It's been a mixed bag of an over, a 6 conceded, then he brought things back, has given a wide, but he's under pressure. All Amir did was he came forward, he didn't really shuffle inside and tried to manufacture or maneuver the ball here.
Yes, quite true. If the batter had, Amir Kalim had shuffled, possibly Ubaidullah had a reason to be upset. Once again, bowling a similar delivery with a similar decision from the umpire.
The length is wonderful. The line is a little bit of a problem. Only if you can get that slightly into the left-handed batter, it could serve as a very nice delivery underneath the bat. Khurram Khan, it's been that kind of a tournament for him where he's not able to get things going. Oh, it's a lovely setting out here. 3 flags of the Oman Cricket Academy of Oman and the Oman D10 as well. Nicely unfurling with the wind blowing across the ground and the mountains and the artificial lights. Ah, I'm sounding like a poet at the moment, Ashok.
Absolutely. It can get the poetry. And poetry in motion here. Saeed Amir Kaleem goes for a big hit and manages to bisect the players. What a lovely good shot there from Saeed Amir Kaleem. Getting it in the slot.
Very nice shot once again, up and over the infield. There's no protection behind that extra cover region. Ubaidullah is proving to be costly in the slot. All he had to do was get some height on this, and it was 4 from the moment it left the bat. Amir Kaleem finally striking form a little late in the day, but he'll accept that.
Absolutely. Wonderful hitting from Saeed Amir Kaleem. Using all his experience. This time again goes for the similar shot. Gets a similar result. No, Amanpreet is there to stop the boundary. Just a single there. Khuwair Warriors. End of an expensive over from Ubaid. Khuwair Warriors 89 for 1 at the end of 7 overs. Both the senior pros, Jishan Siddiqui and Saeed Amir Kaleem, unbeaten. Jishan on 30, Amir Kaleem on 28. Azam Ali, the only batter to be out, 14 ball 26.
Not much to talk about the bowling effort here. 1 for 20 for Josh Vincent. But otherwise, not many wickets coming here for the Darsait Titans. They've conceded 89 runs in the 7 overs with 5 extras. Finally, the batting of Khuwair Warriors coming to the fore. And they're off to a flying start as well in this particular fixture. Where is the destination? How far will they get to the score of theirs? Remains to be seen in the next 18 deliveries. At the moment, 89 for 1.
Yes, they are flying high. Khuwair Warriors. There's a fan for Khuwair Warriors. He has done a lot of work on it. Good work, my boy. Khuwair Warriors. This time a nice deft catch. Gets only a single.
Oh yes, that was deliberate. Just trying to use the pace of the ball there. Very fine innings here by Amir Khavar Ali. He's been in supreme form for the Oman national side with the bat. Getting 50s in the ODI format. Very senior player, very experienced campaigner. And always comes into bowl during the crunch situations, Ashok.
Yes, a leggy with a lot of variations. Doesn't give much of a flight. Bowls much faster in the air. This one is a short ball. Going for a big heave. Gets an edge, top edge, behind the wicket keeper. A single there. Ubaidullah has been the most expensive bowler so far. He's conceded 30 of the 2 overs.
Yes, make that 15 and over, because in the last over he did give 15 as well. What happens here is they have a good amount of deliveries left, Khuwair. They need to look at something close to 130. Oh, that's picked up on the full. Fine leg inside the circle. You don't set a field for such deliveries. Amir is appealing for a no ball above waist high, but he'll fetch 6. Empire waiting for confirmation, and there it is, 6 being declared. That was easy pickings for a batter who's batting in his 30s at the moment.
That's been given on a platter. He enjoys it. He enjoys what was on offer. Picks up the maximum. Saeed Amir Kaleem racing to 35. This time goes for a sweep shot. Well struck, and that's bet the fielder for 4 more runs. So boundaries coming thick and fast. Good batting from Saeed Amir Kaleem.
He picked his spot over here this time. He knows that's one area he's very good targeting. That's his strength area as well. This time going deep behind fine leg, and Ikram Sadat only could manage to get a finger, and once it passed him, It was 4. So back-to-back boundaries. 12 runs already.
Good bowling this time from Khuwair. Chance of a run out. An overthrow. No one to back up. With the keeper running to pick up the ball. 2 more runs. They crossed the century mark. Khuwair Warriors on course for a score which could be a good score for them to defend. 103 for 1.
By far their best batting effort in the Oman D10. And it's the senior pros who've come to the fore.
This time again a better delivery from Khuwair. Keeps Amir Kaleem quiet. Just a single to end the over. 104 for 1 after 8.
Wait, please. Number?
भाई मैं जा रहा हूँ I'm going to retire.
Retire? Partner, Nishan को पूछिए देता है.
Freeze the frame, as they say. Fans coming out. Picturesque grounds. Cricket. Good all-round cricket being played. What else do you want on a lovely evening like this, Mikhail?
Oh yes, and so nice to see little fans coming to support their favorite teams and players. Always a wonderful sight. The culture in Oman cricket clearly suggests that it's a great vibe to play cricket in this part of the world. The Khuwair Warriors are delighted with the way things are coming along, and they'll be happy with this batting effort of theirs. But the job is half done. They have another 12 deliveries, and if they could get to somewhere close to 130, you'd always expect them to come in with a chance. Now we've seen a little bit of a change in
Bowler coming right arm over to you.
batting personnel at the moment. Sean Novak has come in, and Zishan Siddiqui may have walked back, retired hurt.
Sachin Jagra opens the penultimate over. Bowls a good delivery. Amir Kaleem beaten there. A half-hearted appeal by Khurram Khan. Jishan Siddiqui retiring hurt. Sean Novak coming in. This is the first delivery from Sachin. Nice, good low yorker. A similar ball, but this time Saeed Amir Kaleem caresses it to short third man, picks up a single. Sean Novak.
He can hit the ball long and hard. We saw it in the last game as well. Got to 49. Quick fire 49 for him. He's got the reach. He's got the power. He can bring the timing as well. 61 runs for him. 6 sixes at a strike rate of 217 in only 3 games. And that's why at this stage of the game, he can be extremely dangerous. Expect that Willow to start talking from the very first ball he faces. Jagra has bowled well. We'll take a look at the field. Remember, it's the power play that's been taken. So only 2 fielders in the deep, and it's long on and long off. Oh, he gets an inside edge, and it's 4. He's off the mark through an unconvincing fashion, but the runs are coming here for the Khuwair Warriors, and they won't be complaining.
Yeah, runs coming thick and fast, and that's what they require. Gets an inside edge. Lucky that it misses the stumps. The ball races to the boundary. 4 more runs. Sean Novak can play some really big hits. This time full toss, and it's been hammered away. Fielder behind. Cuts it. But 2 more runs. Didn't get the meat of the bat. Full toss could have been a better result had he got the meat of the bat.
Oh yes, the bowling has been a little wavered. Now it's the power play, remember. You have the long on and long off, the rest all inside the circle. Oh, that's been picked up and that's been dispatched over square leg. This is another very poor delivery. A full toss into your pads with square leg inside the circle is being asked. That's like asking to be hit, beg your pardon. And Sean Novak will not miss out on these opportunities.
Yes, another freebie from Sachin Jagra. Not the best of the ball. Full toss and due treatment has been given to it. Sean Novak uses the long handle quite effectively.
Another inside edge, another 4. Let me tell you, it looks like the video is in loop mode, or we are seeing a replay of the third delivery. That's because runs have just come in similar fashion, and once again it's coming behind the wicket. Another costly over coming to an end. As many as 15 runs coming, 119 for 2 after 9 overs.
जल्दी क्या चाहिए जल्दी दे दो यार
Fans gathering in good numbers, families, children. A nice, beautiful evening at the Oman Cricket Academy. Lights being illuminated. What a backdrop. A fantastic view.
Cricket and conversations in this part of the world makes it for a lovely setting. Remember, everyone has a thing or two to talk about cricket and analyze the sport, and no better venue than this, where you can actually enjoy the scenic view, the quality cricket, and of course the wonderful facilities on offer. Amanpreet with the final over of the evening for the Khuwair Warriors. Once again, just trying to go behind fine. Will settle for one. They're looking for the second run. Sean Novak has really done well to sprint back, and they complete 2.
Good running between the wickets. They knew the fielder was a bit deeper, and it went wide of the fielder. Amanpreet, a youngster with a lot of potential. But this is the format where they need to not only show the potential, they need to express the temperament. Temperament has to be the key. They need to understand that balls would be hit. They need not be disappointed with that, but they need to keep on practicing hard. This is a format where they'll face senior pros who are in the national team. And Saeed Amir Kaleem coming down the pitch, dancing down the pitch, and this time he has struck it well, and it beats the 2 fielders. And 4 more runs.
Oh, that shot was teasing the fielder at sweeper cover and long off for the longest time. I'll tell you why. Firstly, it was in the air for a very, very long time. It had gone high. Zishan Siddiqui was chasing and trying to converge into it, but almost collided into his teammate. That could have been very close. This time plays it towards the offside. This will be a close call, but the fielder deployed at the edge of the circle. They'll quickly steal a single.
Yes, good running between the wickets. Amir Kaleem's 50 coming up of just 23 balls. This has been an extraordinary innings from Saeed Amir Kaleem. A final match for them. They know they are not in the Super 4 race. They are going out, but with their heads high. Take a bow, Amir.
Oh yes, and the strike rate needs to be mentioned. 217. That's where he brought about a lot of quick hitting and big hitting as well. And yes, that is little Aisha, daughter of Amir Kaleem, celebrating this wonderful milestone of her daddy. Goes down the ground. Amir running the first run very fast. They'll want that second, but it's Zishan Maqsood there. You'll not want to chance or challenge his arm.
Absolutely. He's got one of the strongest arms. Amir Kaleem's family.
Once again, looks to go big. This could be taken very easily, and yes, it has been. Amir Kaleem, after a very fine quick fire 50, departs, going for glory here in his quest to accelerate loses his wicket as Amanpreet
6 days only. List of
finally gets a wicket for Darsait Titans.
the day I landed, I took one injection.
Now that was a wrong one. Nicely disguised. Didn't quite get the middle of the bat, and a very nice catch taken as well. Well played, Amir Kalim. Another fine innings. Scott Chaitrajesh
चल अमन चल बेटा
bowled
शाबाश.
Amanpreet Singh. He's out for 50 of 24. It's 127 for 3 with one ball to go.
Sean Novak goes for the last ball hit.
आजा
Amanpreet
आजा.
misses a catch on his follow through that was hit very hard, and the second run also been taken by Sean Novak.
तू आ रही है अगले मैच. गला ना करेगा वो यार बहुत.
So 2 runs completed over here. The innings comes to the close, and they'll walk back with 129 runs on the board. This has been a very fine batting effort by the Khuwair Warriors. For most part of this innings of theirs, they've looked in control and command. The D10 hasn't been a great outing for them. They've not been able to register a single win in the tournament, but this could be their opportunity as they'll look to go and defend 128 in the 10 overs.
Yes, we expected them to reach around 130, and that's a good score for Al Khuwair Warriors. Going by what Saeed Amir Kalim and Jishan Siddiqui had set the platform, and Saeed Amir Kalim playing it late till the last over. Jishan Siddiqui retired hurt for 31, Azam Ali and Saeed Amir Kalim, the two batsmen who got out. Azam Ali for 14 ball 26, Amir Kalim 24 ball 50. Sean Novak not out on 15 of 5 balls, Bilal Asim 2 of 1.
Oh yes, the bowling effort has been very, very ordinary. Amanpreet Singh and Josh Vincent, only the two bowlers to find their names in the wickets column, but otherwise it's been that kind of a bowling effort where wickets were very hard to come by. One wicket courtesy a run out as well, but otherwise it's been the Khuwair Warriors who've taken centre stage finally in their final league game against the Darsait Titans in match number 26. This is how they took off. Zishan Siddiqui was looking good, and he and Azam Ali decided to take the attack to the opposition and play aggressive cricket. They played on all sides of the wicket, they used their feet, and at the same time they also used the extension of the arm. But just when they were looking good, Azam Ali departed. Then of course, it was an Amir Kalim show along with Zishan Siddiqui.
Yeah, the partnership blossomed. Amir Kalim, hit some lusty hits. Jishan Siddiqui joining the party. Few more sixes, and it followed a repeat of sixes. Saeed Amir Kalim going big, this time straight down the ground. Khuwair Ali brought into the attack, belted out. There were no stopping some inside edges from Sean Novak's blade. Got them more runs. Amanpreet's last over fetched him a wicket, and Al Khuwair Warriors ended the innings at 128 for 3. Darsait Titans need 130 runs in 10 overs. We'll come after the break for the chase.
are live from the Oman Cricket Academy. Match number 26 unfolding in the SkyExchange.net presents Fancore Oman D10. Darsait Titans versus Khuwair Warriors. Two teams who found the going very tough in the tournament. Khuwair Warriors, though, will be hoping they can end on a high as both teams play for pride. Batting first, the Khuwair Warriors have done a remarkable job of reaching 130. 129 for 3, setting a target of 130. Zishan Siddiqui retired hurt on 31. Azam Ali 26 and 14. Saeed Amir Kalim 50 of 24. And Sean Novak 15 of 5 were the batters.
The only wicket takers, Joshin Vincent 1 for 20 and Amanpreet Singh picking up the last wicket. Wicket in the last over. 1 for 10.
So this means that the job and the task is cut out as the Empires, Sagir and Mujahid make their way to the middle. Khuwair Warriors will look to defend 129 runs and Darsait Titans will be eager to go for the kill and round off their not-so-great campaign in the Oman D10 with a victory. Two teams, Ashok, just not been able to get going and now they'll be fighting for those 2 points, solitary 2 points.
It's a battle for pride. It's absolutely a battle for pride. 2 points really don't matter here. It's actually a consolation win for either of the teams, be it Darsait Titans or Khuwair Warriors. Khuwair Warriors doing good to score 129, setting up a challenging total of 130. Darsait Titans would be looking at these two openers, the experienced Khuwair Ali coming into bat with Sachin Kumar Jagra to chase the total. They would be looking for a good start. A quick start would be important. Khuwair Warriors would be relying on their bowlers to get the early breakthrough. This is the shortest format, T10 format, and you don't have much of a turnover time. So quick breakthroughs, quick runs make the difference. Empire Sagir and Mujahid. Batters, the two openers already on the pitch. Sachin Kumar Jagra on the screen. Played 7 matches. Dismal run of scoring just 31 with a strike rate of 103. He would hope that he would try to better the score, put up some runs before ending his campaign. Khuwair Ali also has scored not many, just 19 of 4 matches with 2 sixes with a strike rate of 158. He can hit big shots. And Muzahir Raza, the youngster who went for plenty.
Muzahir Raza has been a touch expensive in this tournament, going at an economy of 15.8 to only 3 wickets for him. Stand-in skipper this evening. Had a good healthy chat with him at the toss. Young confident lad, but there's still a lot to learn for the inexperienced Raza. Early days for him in his career, 20 years of age, and he's been given a rude shock in this tournament after being going for runs time and again against other teams.
What he did speak at the toss is...
Take a look at the field as well. Fielders deployed inside the circle. All 6 fielders on the off, and the boundary riders are on long on and deep mid wicket. Yes, Ashok, you were talking about Raza, Muzahir.
Yes, he did speak at the toss that it was past. But what's more important for him is to learn from the past experiences. So I hope he has learned few lessons.
Ball number 1, play signalled, cover to face. And immediately he gets bat on that and plays it towards the point region. He begins with a 4. Darsait Titans are off the mark as well. And for Muzahir Raza, nothing has changed. He comes and he's been carted away.
Yeah, hasn't learned the lessons, I guess, which is very important for this youngster. He has the potential, but he needs to improve on his bowling skills, which is very important for a youngster. Temperament being another key factor.
That's pitched up and driven down the ground straight to the field at extra cover. They'll steal a single. Zishan Siddiqui there. There was no run in that. And the previous hit was in the air for a while, but it was in the gap. Lucky for cover.
Yes, indeed. It went flying with the pace of the ball. This is the shot. Last ball went straight to Jishan Siddiqui. Couldn't collect it. A single stolen.
Sachin Jagra opening the innings. Oh, he's picked that up. But has he found the fielder just over him? There was a fielder deployed. Muzahir Raza is conceding runs in his very first over. And Jagra this time has got stuck under him and played him over mid-wicket. He picked him up so comfortably.
So after conceding 5 sixes in 1 over, this is the first 6 in a new match for him. So 6 coming off his bowling. Sachin Jagra picked up the ball very well, got it in the slot and dispatched it. Good easy runs for Darsait Titans.
This one's gone over mid-off. This could be taken, but it's been dropped once again. It was not going to be easy. Amir Khalil had to turn. He had to decide if he had to take it backwards or turn around and go for the catch. Came agonizingly close to him. Cover survives, beg your pardon, Sachin survives.
That's unlucky, Muzahir, this time. Sachin couldn't get to the ball and Amir Khalil did cover up the ground, but he seemed to be a bit short.
Looked a little casual in that effort of his. Slower delivery, much better comeback here. And this is the kind of intelligence and mind Muzahir needs to put in his deliveries. It's not about pace, it's not about swing, it's about how you use your mind to outthink the batter.
And he has it. He has in him to bowl such variations, to bowl these balls. It's a very nice ball. The experienced cover, beaten.
Just going the wrong line there, cover.
Yes, wanted to put it to the cow corner.
This time he's picked up the slow delivery and dispatched him. That's brute power from Cover Ali's bat. And it's been another costly over here from Muzahir, and Darsait Titans are off to a flying start in their final league game against Khuwair Warriors. 1 over gone, it's 18 for no loss.
Middle.
You bowler number 13, 1-3. Listen, bowler coming, left arm around to you, across.
In, sorry. अर्जुन पीछे से या भाई पीछे से या
Senior spinner, left arm wrist spinner Saeed Amir Khalil picked up on just 2 wickets so far. A nice ball to start with. There's a single and there's absolutely confusion on the pitch. That's a very easy run out. What's going on? Sachin Jagra and Khuwair Ali in a terrible mix-up. Mikhail, this is one of the easiest run out you can see.
And Jagra has sacrificed his wicket. He believed there was no run in that. He backed off. He was going back into his crease. Cover insisted he moves forward so that he could get back. And Jagra has had to sacrifice his wicket for a more accomplished senior batter and a top order batter as well. Sachin has to depart for 7 in 3 deliveries. Darsait Titans lose their first wicket for 18 in the second over.
Experienced Jishan Maqsood coming in after the mix-up that saw the back of Sachin Jagra. He'll be at the non-strikers end. Khuwair Ali to face Said Amir Kaleem. This time Khuwair trying to go for a big one, misses it completely. Another chance of a run out, but Kuti Raja doesn't throw, seeing that the batter had reached the non-strikers end.
What a horrible mix-up in that last delivery between Jagra and Khuwair. He can't even imagine Zishan Siddiqui sacrificing, beg your pardon, Maqsood sacrificing his wicket in a run out. He needs to be very careful now with the runs. That's because the Oman captain is batting alongside him. Two senior pros. The running has to be very, very important here. Maqsood at a strike rate of 181.25, 7 sixes, 250s. He's the form player at the moment.
Yes, indeed. This time Jishan Maqsood gets off with a big hit. That's an incredible shot. What a way to start a innings. Jishan's gets off with a flyer.
Just how he went there with the turn. 6 number 301. Zishan Maqsood has 250s because he's hitting the ball like this. What a fine batter he is in the middle. Power, timing, placement. He knows when to attack. This is a very fine start here by Darsait. Khuwair Warriors have struggled with their bowling all through this tournament.
Yes, Amir Kaleem giving him the ball in the slot. This time Maqsood wants another one. Foxes him and beats the wicketkeeper too. So 4 more runs.
Bye's been signalled by the umpire over there. That had a little bit of turn too. Beats the batter, beats the keeper, goes for 4. So 6 and a 4 conceded after a wicket. Some turn there, just pitching on the rough.
Yes, I think he got the turn because it had gone in the area where there was some boot marks.
It's a replay. We've seen a replay. That's because a similar delivery, a real-time replay should I say, and a similar result as well. Beats the bat, beats the keeper and goes for a 4 and buys again. It's all happening here, Ashok.
Yes, indeed. The bowling marks providing the bit of turn. Just see.
I'll tell you what, it's a very good gesture by the captain there. The ball kept low, pressures on Kuti Rajan, but Amir Kaleem going up to him and saying, don't worry, these things happen, don't lose focus, concentration. Very nice. This time has he got an edge, a loud appeal here by Kuti Rajan and Amir Kaleem as well. Bowler and wicketkeeper in the act of appeal.
That's leading by an example, the way 33 for 1 after 2 overs. Mukeet Ahmed, right arm medium fast, picked up only 1 wicket. There's an economy of 9.6. A bowling change after the end of power play. This time it's been struck very well from Khuwair, but straight to the fielder. Just a single.
Oh yes, good thing here for Darsait Titans that Khuwair Ali has looked very good from the time he's taken strike, and Zishan has walked in and played an absolute delightful stroke over mid-wicket for a 6. Darsait Titans will want to end on a high. Khuwair will want to end on a high. Mukeet, quite an aggressive bowler, not with pace but with attitude and approach. This will be a very good contest here between bat and ball.
Yes, with pride at stake for both the teams. Jishan and Khuwair, the experienced pros, the senior most players in the squad. Mukeet goes for a Good short ball, but that's been well fielded there.
Sajid doing a very fine fielding effort and all smiles. Looks like he surprised himself as well. Just acknowledging the accolades and adulation from his teammates. Now that was slashed hard. It was flying towards the third man boundary and he timed that dive to perfection.
Excellent ground fielding there from Sajid. Got pats on his back. This time it's been dispatched past Sagir. Sagir giving a good chase. Can he cut it off? Yes, he does. So good ground fielding. 2 more runs.
Sajid has been kept busy behind the wicket this time, sprinting to keep it to 2. Very good fielding effort here. Khuwair are desperate to win this game. They're up against 2 very dangerous batters who play for Oman in the top order and are coming on the back of a very fine performance in UAE.
A wide ball. Going down the line, leg side. Umpire signals it. Mukeet just straying a bit, but that fetches an extra run and an extra ball.
Mukeet Ahmed may not have the pace, but he's managing to keep things very quiet in the middle. Conceded only 6 runs so far. At a time when batters are eyeing the stands, he's done a very fine job.
This is a good looking shot from Jishan, but again kept it to just a single. Mukeet doing good with his bowling spell. Just conceded 7 of the 4 deliveries. It's a big challenge for a young Mukeet to keep these 2 stalwarts at bay. This is the fielding for Mukeet. 3 on the ropes. Slower ball, but it's bisected the players and it's racing to the point boundary, and it does go for a boundary. A much needed boundary for Darsait Titans.
Not where he intended to hit it, but they get 4 this time behind, backward of point. He was trying to look at the cover point region, but once it beat the fielder at third man, it was 4 more, and Zishan Siddiqui not the quickest in the field. So the runs are coming here. Mukeet has bowled a tidy over, a touch unlucky as well. Much better comeback to end his first over. So runs coming here for them. As many as 11 runs coming off the third over. It's 44 for 1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Captain, minus 2 minutes. Minus 2 minutes, captain.
The terrible mix-up in the middle saw the back of Sachin Kumar Jagra run out. Khuwair Ali going strong at 19. Jishan Maqsood joining him. Both unbeaten. 44 for 1. Darsait Titans chasing 130 to win.
Arjun Suresh Dhiman, another youngster in the side. 5 games for him, 5 wickets, and economy close to 10. They've got some great opportunities courtesy Oman D20 and D10. This time he drifts down the leg and it's been picked. And a very ordinary fielding effort by Sean Novak, which means that Dhiman Suresh has been greeted with a boundary towards the square leg region. You can't err in line when Zishan Siddiqui is taking strike.
And that shoddy fielding from Sean Novak. A shot that could have just been restricted to a single has now gone for a boundary. 3 additional freebies.
As fielders, you need to back your bowlers. Now, what this fielding effort has done in the process, we'll just look at this once again. Drifting down the leg, picked up nicely, played towards backward of square, and that was very casual. What this fielding effort has done, it's put pressure on Arjun. Gives the charge, nicely drags it short. Very good bowling and comeback here by Arjun. When you concede a boundary of the very first ball, you're always playing catch-up in that over.
And the bowler is under pressure, knowing that he has been hit for a boundary of the very first ball. he may have plans for a variation of the second ball, but once he has been hit, he has to alter the plans.
Absolutely, Ashok. Now, cover 19 of 9, an off-spinner bowling into him. He will be eyeing the mid-wicket long-on region. He's not going to waste any time.
Quite true. And let's see what he pulls. This is from the off and he's picked it. And straight to the fielder where again it's a display of shoddy fielding, shabby fielding. One more wicket could have been out. Khuwair would have been back into the pavilion.
He got the toe end of the bat, didn't quite get the meat of it. It had carried straight, just bounced ahead of him because he lacked the pace of getting underneath that ball. That should have been taken. It could have been a wicket here for Khuwair Warriors. This time, Zishan Maqsood says, enough is enough. And he dispatches that over the cow corner region. Easy pickings for both these batters. They're making little work of this chase at the moment and are taking complete command and control in the middle.
That's adding misery. He picks it very well, Zishan Maqsood, and such an experienced pro. Got it so beautifully hammered over the cow corner.
And he's raced to 19 and 9. What a fine partnership. They've raced to 50 as well in the fourth over with that strike towards the mid-wicket region. They are in a hurry to get to the target of 130. Another tossed up delivery, and this has been picked up as well and dispatched for another 6. Zishan Maqsood is batting like a dream in the middle, and he's reminding the youngster that this is his learning curve.
Absolutely. It would be a learning curve for young Arjun. And it went like a rocket, and you have a signboard saying Cafe Rocket. That's interesting.
And it's been rocketed into the stands, these sixes from the bat of Zishan Maqsood. Once again in the slot, he's just picked it from middle and off and hit a flat 6 over the mid-wicket region. We are seeing 6 hitting at the sublime best from the bats of Khuwair and Zishan Maqsood. Already 18 runs conceded by Arjun Suresh Dhiman and 1 delivery to go.
He would look to bowl wide of the crease, maybe something outside the off stump. What do you say?
Well, after conceding so many runs and up against a batter like Zishan, even a full toss low down that towards the toes would be an option that he wouldn't mind. Where will he bowl this last delivery? Tossed up again, goes big, goes high, but it's not handsome. Arjun Suresh finally gets his man, and he'll have the last laugh. Zishan Maqsood was trying to glow for glory once again, but he's been picked up at the extra cover region.
That's a good ball from Arjun. Kept it wide of the batter, Zishan Maqsood. Zishan Maqsood going for a big hit once again. A shot too many, and it went straight this time. And the fielder almost tripped, had a wrong footing. Zishan Maqsood goes back after making 25 of 11, 3 sixes and a 4. Darsait Titans 62 for 2 after 4 overs.
Bowler continue.
Mukit to continue.
Darsait have just lost the big wicket of Zishan Maqsood, who was looking dangerous. But the good news for them is they've piled on the runs in this 4 overs. They've got to 62. Khuwair is still there in the middle. Plays that behind square. Very nice fielding effort by Arjun Suresh, and Zishan Siddiqui with that slide will keep it to a single. Khurram Khan joins him in the middle. Another very fine batter. This chase is very much on, and this has the ingredients of a box office hit.
Absolutely, with 2 solid batters. Khurram has been very explosive on the domestic circuit, has scored 107 at a strike rate of 140. He would be looking to end this D10 stint with a flourish. Can hit some good big shots all around the park. He's joining Khuwair Ali, who's already scored 21 of just 11. This would be the key partnership. A single to start. A sedate start from Khurram Khan.
Shabash, shabash, shabash. Well done, well done, well done.
Mukeet keeps the pace very gentle, does not allow the ball to come onto the bat. You need to put that extra effort sometime to get something out of his deliveries.
Yes, with the cross seam ball. This has been hit. Cracking shot from Khuwair Ali. But that's been well fielded on the boundary.
Muzahir at long off doing a fine job of keeping it to 1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go,
He's not had a great D10 experience. Early days for him. He's climbing the ranks of Oman cricket. He'll have to earn his stripes. But at the moment, Mukeet doing a fine job. This is a chance where Khuwair Warrior feel they can come back into the game.
Quite true after the fall of Jishan Maqsood. A single. Mukeet keeping it tight.
Well done, boys.
We're talking of youngsters like Muzahir,
Shabash, shabash, shabash. Shabash, Mukeet.
Amanpreet, Arjun Suresh, Aditya Parag. They are the future of Oman cricket, and they should take these lessons in the stride. They should develop after the stint in the D10.
Mukeet as well, quite
Yes.
a youngster. Trying hard. Oh, this time he's gone big, but has he found the field and the process? No, it's been hit so hard and firmly. Muzahir couldn't do much because that ball was travelling. It was struck very, very firmly. And that's 4 more from the bat of Khuwair Ali.
That was like a missile going to the boundary. Hit very hard. And Muzahir did try his best, but failed to put the ball in. Only let the ball go over the ropes. So another boundary after 4 singles.
That's gone high up in the air. 2 fielders converging. Sean Novak will be the man to take it. And what a catch. That was dying on him. He didn't quite get underneath that one, but he takes it. And on impact as well, holds on to it. This is a very fine catch. He was guilty of being casual for giving away a 4 few overs back. But this time, he redeems himself with a wonderful catch in the deep as Khuwair departs.
Absolutely a stunner. An excellent catch. It would lift the spirits of the team. They are going out with their heads high. And what a way to take this catch. Going high, and he has picked it so cleanly. What a wonderful catch.
Once again, 2 fielders converging, but this time Amir Kaleem stopped and didn't commit into it. Khuwair Ali departs on a wicket for Mukeet Ahmed. 5 overs gone. It's 70 for 3.
Well done, good stop. आजा आजा सजीद भाई.
Family of Amir Kaleem there. They were cheering for his 50. Mukeet's family as well in the frame. They're happy that Khuwair Warriors are right now just a little ahead. And all of it, we see a very, very known personality in this part of the world. Mr. Suhas Vedam, you are on camera with your Omani chips.
Yes, he loves those Oman chips. He's planning to pack his bag with a bag full of Oman chips.
Sajid has been introduced into the attack. He'll take the pace of the deliveries as well. Sajid Ahmed, he was part of the Khuwair Warriors in the D20 fixture as well. Bowls a very teasing line and length.
And Ubaidullah at strike has scored 108 with a strike rate of 156. Went off for an explosive start yesterday in the opening over. Gets off to a start. Takes a single.
Sajid will have to keep things very simple but very tight at the same time. Two new batters in the middle. Great chance for him to come there and quickly slide 2 overs. No better time to be introduced, Ashok.
Yes, these surprise packages at times yield results.
In the T10 format, Ashok's surprise can turn into shock. Remember,
And when you have Khurram Khan, it could be a reality.
seam up deliveries here from Sajid. He's coming in slowly. Tossed up, not really. Outside off.
The ball not having the pace. And that's what troubling batters like Khurram.
I'll tell you what, Sajid will have to keep things tight. Yeah, Khurram is not going to waste opportunities to hit big. Short and wide this time. Again finds the fielder Arjun Suresh Dhiman at point. He's bowling to his field at the moment. There is no sweeper cover. There's a long on, long off, deep mid wicket. There's a cow corner and deep square leg as well. Very slow jog onto the crease, and you call these the dibbly dobbly floaters. Tossed up, does not quite connect it. This has been a very fine start by Sajid. Will he be the magician? Oh, he's all smiles. He's enjoying himself.
Absolutely. He has all the rights to enjoy. Just conceded 2 runs in 4 deliveries.
Very interesting, simple rather action. Gentle medium paces and a very innocuous release as well. In between a high and side arm action of his. He creates suspense once again. Will only find the fielder. I'll tell you what, to me Sajid at the moment is the pick of the bowlers for Khuwair Warriors.
Quite true. He is doing his job to a perfection. Just conceded 3 runs in the 6th over. Darsait Titans were going at a good speed. Runs were coming. Boundaries were coming. But suddenly they've dried up. Not a single boundary in this over. Sajid Amerat.
Can he finish off well? Oh, that's been dispatched. Hits the batter on the way. It would have been a single anyways. What was supposed to go to long on goes to long off. After that deflection. Very good over, Sajid. You started well. Getting the pat as well. Only 4 runs off it. 6 gone. It's 74 for 3.
Lovely. Let's go. Mukit. Bilal. जी भाई ठीक है Mukit. Okay.
Darsait Titans require 56 of 24 balls. Khurram at strike with 4. Ubaidullah the other non-striker.
Let's go, boys.
Saeed Amir Khalil coming in to bowl the 7th over. Tension brewing up.
Tense faces there in the dugout. Amir Kaleem has introduced him at the right time. Another good over here. Another quiet over here. And that equation and that asking rate will just pile the pressure on the Darsait Titans. What a match on the cards at the moment. Khurram eager to tee off. Oh, he's picked that from outside off and he's found Sean Novak. The ploy has worked. Amir Kaleem has struck. Khurram departs and it's all going the Khuwair Warriors way.
This was a well-laid plan. This was a trap for Khurram Khan and he fell to it. This is absolutely sensible and tactical bowling from Khuwair Warriors. Bowling it outside, expectedly Khurram going for a wild hit. Doesn't connect it so well. The ball goes straight to Sean Novak and Khurram Khan has to depart for 8 ball 4 runs. 74 for 4 after 6.2 overs. prayers
Middle, right? Middle.
from families. This Amir Kalim's family. Amanpreet Singh Sira, the new batter.
Let's go, Skippy.
Scored 52 in the 7 matches with a strike rate of 130. Goes for a big one, doesn't connect it well. This is going up and Amir Kalim coming down but fails to catch it. It was a good attempt. He had to put in a lot of yards to go under the ball. So a lucky escape for Amanpreet Singh.
I'll tell you what happened in this particular delivery. Amanpreet was trying to play towards the mid-wicket region, didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball, and it was Amir Kalim who had to get underneath his own bowling for that catch, and that was always tailing away from him. Tossed up, picks it towards the cow corner region. You will not want to challenge the arm of Sean Novak. He's taken 2 brilliant catches. He's looked very good in the field, and he is a very fine fielder as well.
Yes, got some strong arms. And Amir Kalim bowling to a plan, keeping it wide of the off stump, not giving much. The batters have to go for cross bats, and this time it's a wide ball, just a bit wide of the normal length he has been bowling. The line has been good for Amir Kalim so far.
Oh, that was more of a drifter going with the arm. Just that the line was a little wayward. Again, he's taking to that. That's been picked from outside of off. Looking for the second, but there's always one written all over it and never two. Another good over here. 51 in 19. This equation is getting difficult by each passing minute here for Darsait Titans. Amanpreet has come out with an aggressive mindset. He'll be taking his chances.
Yes, it's wide again. So Amir Kalim getting few balls correctly, getting wickets for them, but couple of balls already wide in this over. This time a better delivery.
Keeper.
Amanpreet Singh couldn't do much except play it to mid-off for a single. 81 for 4 after 7 overs.
ये दोनों अंदर रहेंगे. You're going?
Okay, changing bowling number 55, 5-5. Batsman. Bowler is ready.
Khuwair Ali and Jishan Maqsood failed to capitalize on the good start. Khuwair went for 14 ball 26, caught by Novak, brilliantly caught off Mukeed. Jishan Maqsood, Bilal Asim made 25.
That's the father of Amanpreet, very keen observer of the game, and backs his son all the way. Was narrating quite a few anecdotes about the stories of cricket and life. Meanwhile, Muzahir, another youngster. Khuwair Warriors, as we mentioned, Ashok, some time back, they've done one good thing in their playing squad is they've gotten a lot of youngsters and given them ample opportunities.
Yes, that's a good thing to do. In this type of a format, the youngsters learn a lot. Muzahir coming in to bowl his second over, beats Amanpreet with a faster delivery. Amanpreet misses the line actually.
I'll tell you what, Muzahir for most part of this tournament has been bowling to some experienced hands. This time it's youth versus youth. Just playing the wrong line there, going too hard at it. I'll tell you what, Muzahir versus Amanpreet, another very fine contest.
Absolutely. The two youngsters, promising youngsters on Oman circuit. Darsait Titans require 49. And this is short ball. Amanpreet picks up a single. 48 of 16. The equation. Getting interesting, the equation. Ubaidullah is known for his big hits. He had a good start in the previous match. We'll have to wait and see how he treats Muzahir's second over. Short ball, and it's been given a wide by umpire Muzahid. So Ubaidullah did try to hit it.
Now,
he's very good with his change of pace, Muzahir. But he needs to also be consistent with that line of his. He takes the pace off the ball and disguises it very well. That was very close for a wide call, Ashok.
Yes, indeed. And that's the reason Ubaid went for it and missed it.
This time down the leg side. Poor bowling. He's spraying it all over that pitch. Oh my God, that was Mr. Mukeet with that fielding effort, and Muzahir's reaction. He's saying, I've given up on that. And that's gone for a 4. One outside the off, one down the leg, and this fielding effort as well.
That's a freebie. Straying down the leg side. Easy picking for Ubaid. Didn't get the middle of the bat, but anyway got the runs he needed. A valiant attempt by Mukeet went in vain.
42 of 16. Darsait are struggling at the moment. This time he's picked it up. Has it found the fielder? No, it goes in the vacant gap. One bounce into the ropes. Back-to-back 4s here for Darsait Titans. They are fighting on, and Muzahir continues to leak runs.
Indeed. Ubaidullah getting this time correctly. Makes use of his bat to the maximum. Gets a good connect. And that beats the fielder for a good boundary. So 2 successive boundaries coming off this last 2 balls of Muzahir.
This time he's chipped it over the infield. The power play is on. The extension of the arms there. And 3 4s have come off this over. And once again, Muzahir is not helping the cause of Khuwair Warriors. Darsait Titans, who've been under the pump for the last few overs, have suddenly found the release shots and have released the pressure as well. This was short and wide, and in the power play, this is asking to be hit.
Yes, indeed. This would be welcome 3 boundaries in a row. A hat-trick of boundaries. Ubaidullah releasing the pressure. Darsait Titans moving closer to the target.
This time he plays it over the bowler's head. Make that 4 4s in a row. Another slow delivery by the stand-in skipper Muzahir. And he's given away a heap full of runs, a bag full of runs here. That equation gets to 31 of 12. 8 gone. It's 99 for 4.
Speed up, captain. Minus 5 minutes.
Adi. Final.
Captain. Captain नहीं आ सकते.
Fans relaxing. Quite a few fans have come to enjoy a beautiful evening of cricket. Darsait Titans dugout. Khuwair Ali, Chaminder Lakmal, Joshin Vincent, Sachin Jagra would definitely ponder on his dismissal, a run-out dismissal.
Where is Aditya Parag? He didn't come out to bat. He's not bowled. He's just disappeared from this playing 11 in the field at the moment. As Arjun Suresh Dhiman comes to bowl his second over, got the wicket of Zishan Maqsood. Went for runs but got the wickets. Amanpreet, 31 of 12. The equation is on the wall. Tossed up. Goes deep in the crease. Eyeing the second run. Amanpreet wants the second but will be kept to 1.
Another interesting battle between the youngsters. Amanpreet on one side and Arjun Suresh, the bowler. These are the future of Oman cricket. Quite talented youngsters. D10 format providing them a perfect platform to rub the shoulders with the senior players. This time the bowler trying for a big hit. There's a loud appeal for a stumping from Kuti Raja. Umpire goes in for a referral. We'll have to see whether appeal is upheld or not.
Yes, this is an interesting call because it looks like the batter was off balance after trying to play that towards mid-wicket. And that's when Kuti Raja feels there's a point of interest for him and the umpire. That was a length ball, should have played forward, try to dig it from the crease. Now the... Look at Kuti Raja, just trying to see if that right foot, that back foot was lifted and out of the crease, but the left foot by then was inside. Oh, both feet in the air. This is very, very shrewd wicket keeping. Kuti Raja waited, was patient, kept intense vigil of his foot. Now the right foot goes out, the left foot was coming in, but it was in the air before it was plonked and the bails were dislodged. Ashok, to me, that's a goner.
Yes, this is excellent stamping from Kuti Raja. Brilliant piece of gloves. Wonderful stamping. Absolutely. He waited for him. And this is brilliant piece of stumping from Kuti Raja, the youngster.
And now we know why Amir Kaleem went up to him after those 2 byes and gave him a pat, because he believes in this youngster and he only gave him more confidence. And what a wonderful wicket-keeping effort by Kuti Raja. Stand-in skipper Ubaidullah has to depart after a cameo, scoring 19 of 8. The 100 is up in the 9th over as 5 wickets are down.
How was that? How was that? The T10 में 2.5 मिनट नहीं 2.5 सेकंड होने चाहिए. Okay, चल भाई. Azam, slightly. Just slightly.
Charminder
That's
Lakmal.
good. Okay.
Absolutely brilliant stumping. Saw the back of Ubaidullah. What a smart piece of glove work from Kuti Raja. Another youngster, promising youngster. So this has been 3 youngsters there in action.
Let's go, Arjun.
Arjun Suresh, the bowler, Kuti Raja and Ubaidullah. Wonderful piece of stumping.
Very good delivery. They'll settle for a single. This is the top over here by Khuwair. They have started to sense something going in their favor, but we'll take a look back at that particular stumping. This is great glove work. Very, very intelligent. Oh, just at that turn, just at that small little hop is when Kuti Raja lifted the bails.
The presence of mind was the most interesting part of Kuti Raja's dismissal. The way he dismissed Ubaidullah, He waited for Ubaidullah to turn, and he knew for a split second the foot would be in the air, and that's the time when he whipped off the bails. This is excellent piece of glove work, presence of mind at its best.
I'll tell you what, so many have taken a leaf out of MS Dhoni's book. Gives the charge this time. It'll be a single towards long off. This won't hurt Khuwair Warriors. They're looking for the second. Very poor throw. Very ordinary throw from the deep. There was only a single written on that. Muzahir, the stand-in skipper, apologizing for that lapse in concentration. But these are moments that reflect the fielding performance of the team.
Trying for a reverse hit. Misses it completely. A dot ball. Amanpreet trying to be cheeky there. Arjun The last ball comes down the pitch,
Okay.
hits it straight. Muzair does the fielding. Just a single this time. End of the over. One more over. 26 of the last over needed for victory for Darsait Titans.
Batsman bowler ready. Lefty के लिए around the wicket आऊँगा सर. Lefty के लिए around the wicket आऊँगा.
हाँ आज उधर हो जा.
One side है. Batsman, bowler coming right arm over to you.
Sajid has been introduced, 26 of 6. He bowled a very fine first over, giving away only 4 runs. Can he give Khuwair Warriors their first and only victory in the fan code Oman D10? Or will the Darsait Titans steal victory from the jaws of defeat? At the moment, it's Khuwair Warriors 70 and Darsait Titans 30. Oh, that's a dummy. That's a dummy. He's missed his step.
Or playing some mind games.
Sajid with mind games.
1 second. Yeah, let's go.
Holding the seam up. Sajid. The Yorker length, and this is good bowling. Has a big grin on his face. Beating Amanpreet. 26 of 5.
This is getting difficult here for Darsait Titans. They've not been able to register a single win, both these teams, but one will walk away with 2 points and the one will settle with a board that has 0 on it.
Again, a very good ball outside.
And it's a wicket.
And it's been caught out or a stumping. We'll have to wait and see. A nice piece of work once again from Kuti Raja.
Sajid is the man. Amanpreet is the wicket. And another fine piece of glove work there by Kuti Raja. The ball was low. Amanpreet took time to get back and he was quick to dislodge the bails as well. Wicket for Sajid. Darsait lose another wicket in the form of Amanpreet Singh. Is 104 for 6 in the 10th over with 4 deliveries to go.
Problem, but they are giving everything, no? Let's go, boys. It's morning work, evening playing. How to come? Difficult, no? Four runs. So 3 more to go, no?
4 more.
Sajid, 4 more to go.
Batsman, bowler coming right arm over, 4 balls to come.
New batter, 4 more balls to go. 104 for 6. Sajid coming with a nice gentle pace. Just a single.
It's all but over here for the Darsait Titans at the moment. Khuwair Warriors have done really well. And this man, Sajid Ahmed, he's been one of those wily customers. Smooth operators, Ashok.
Absolutely. Just like a hot knife in a butter.
Three deliveries left in this innings for Darsait Titans. They need to get to 135, 24 more runs. Oh, that's been picked up. Fielder coming underneath. Will that be another wicket? Yes, it is. Sajid strikes twice in the over. He's making merry in the middle and enjoying himself as well as Chaminda Lakmal too departs. What an over this by this champion bowler.
Absolutely. This is an incredible over from Sajid. Got the second wicket in the over.
Just took the pace off it. Lakmal couldn't get underneath that one. Just chipped it to long on. And Azam with that catch. Lakmal departs. So he goes for 1. It's 105 for 7.
Yeah. A dream spell for Sajid. Last over already picked up 2 of 5. Looking for the third wicket. This time the new batter. 24 of the last ball. So it's almost a formality now. Khuwair Warriors would be ticking the first victory column, and Darsait Titans would be settling with a wooden spoon. A very good ball to end the innings, and Khuwair Warriors have won the match, the first of the tournament, and they will go with the head's eye.
It's been a complete performance, and Sajid, you beauty with the ball. All smiles there, 2 wickets for him as he walks back victorious, taking his team back home. Appreciation from the senior pro. It's been a very fine bowling effort. Darsait Titans will go back for what has been a forgettable outing for them in the fan code Oman D10. They've not been able to register a single win in their 7 games, and Khuwair Warriors end on a high and capture 2 points in this fixture. The league stage for both these teams come to an end as Khuwair Warriors and Darsait Titans bow out of the SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10 2022. They'll come back next year stronger and with a belief that they can turn things around.
Khuwair Warriors get the consolation win, would leave the tournament with a head's eye. A good performance, all-round performance from Khuwair Warriors. First put up a good score of 129, leaving a chase for 130, and then the wonderful spell of Sajid. What a spell it was. Picked up wickets, crucial wickets, and that punctured the chase of Darsait Titans. Will have to settle with no victories. They end their outings, the 7 matches, with all defeats.
It's been a batting card that had a lot of promise, but the performance lacked. Khuwair Ali began well, but then he departed once he got into double figures. Zishan Maqsood looking dangerous. He found the fielder in the deep as well. And Ubaidullah too, just when he got going, he lost his wicket. The rest could not hang around as they only managed to get 106 and lost 7 wickets.
Sajid Ahmed, the man of the moment. 2 for 6. Arjun Suresh picking up 2 for 23. Mukeet and Saeed Amir Kaleem picking up the other 2 wickets. 106 for 7 was what they could score. Khuwair Warriors winning by 24 runs.
Darsait began in fine style. Khuwair Ali was the man who decided to take the attack to the opposition. Once again, Muzahid was under the pump, being hammered on all parts of the ground. He conceded 18 runs off his first over, and Khuwair Ali took a special liking to him, hitting him to all parts of the ground. Then, of course, this horrible run out with Jagra gave away his wicket to sacrifice it for the senior pro. Then Zishan Maqsood came along, and Zishan and Khuwair together just dispatched the ball to all parts of the ground comfortably and with ease. It looked like they were running away with that total and would get to the target with ease. And just when he was opening his arms, he found the fielder as Arjun struck. Khuwair Ali too departed when he went for glory.
And then it was all Kutti Raja's show. Wonderful piece of wicket keeping after the dismissal in the deep. And this was some brilliant work from Kutti Raja. 2 in succession. And then Sajid Ahmed picked up those 2 last wickets. What a wonderful bowling spell by Sajid. Kutti Raja was exceptional behind the wickets. Khuwair Warriors batting first, score 129 for 3 in 10 overs. Saeed Amir Kaleem, the pick of the batter, 50, made of 24. Jishan Siddiqui, 31 of 16. Azam Ali, 26 of 14. Amanpreet Singh, Joshin Vincent, picking up a wicket each. Darsait Titans falling short, restricted to 106 for 7. Khuwair Ali made 26 of 14. Jishan Maqsood, 25 of 11. Ubaidullah, 19 of 8. And it was Sajid Ahmed, 2 for 6. Arjun Suresh picking up 2 for 23. Mukeet picking up 1 for 19. Khuwair Warriors winning the first match of the tournament in the last game have to bow out with a victory. Khuwair Warriors winning by 23 runs.
It's been a fine effort by them, and this means that they'll at least register those 2 points. We head into a short break, but when we come back, we get you the presentation.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for the game between Khuwair Warriors, who were taking on Darsait Titans. Both the teams were languishing at the bottom of the table and they were desperate for those